Good morning. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning, Adventures by Carney. Long time no see. We are live from Disney's Riviera Resort for a little midweek motivation. Thank you for being here. Hey, Lady Kirk. Hi, Shannon. Captain Kirk, good morning. So excited to be here, both live and obviously at the Riviera. This morning I grabbed myself a little espresso from the cafe and really delicious croissant. Oh, it was fantastic. We're gonna walk outside because it's a beautiful morning and we have so much to talk about. I want to thank you all for being here. I know that Pete has been going live a lot the past couple of days, so I appreciate if you are here and found my channel through Pete's channel, Adventures by Carney. Welcome. Welcome to Learning with Law. We go live usually every Monday morning to kind of kickstart the week and to get you feeling motivated about the week ahead, reflect on the weekend. But because it was Memorial Day on Monday, my schedule was a little bit different. Yesterday was my birthday. And you know what? I decided that it would be a great idea to go live Wednesday for some midweek motivation. Plus, we were staying here at the Riviera, so I thought it would be perfect to go live here. So thank you all for joining the stream. Again, we did a little staycation at the Riviera. It was absolutely gorgeous. Loved our room. And we had a great time. I had a wonderful birthday. Yes, please like and subscribe. Hey, Mark. Hey, Lee, good morning. Miss Flipper, thank you so much. Dennis, thank you. Hey, Pete Stummy. I had a wonderful birthday. We spent a lot of time hanging out at this pool over here. This is the quiet pool. It does open earlier, 7 a.m. Oh, yes, we're gonna head back to that pool later on today because I had a great time. Super calm and serene. Oh, it was beautiful. But we're gonna talk about a couple different things today. Appreciate you being here. And I want to start out the stream by saying thank you so much. I acknowledge you for starting your day with something positive. You're taking time out of your busy schedule to, learn something new, gain some new insight, change your way of thinking a little bit, and just do some positive reflecting. That's really what my channel is all about, is, teaching new information, growing as a person, and learning something that you might not have already thought about, right? Because what you don't know, you don't know. We're going to talk more about that as we continue through the stream. And I always let you know, I am not an expert on any of the topics that I am talking about. I am just sharing my knowledge with you from the books that I've read, the podcasts I've listened to, and my own experiences, right? So it doesn't mean that I am an expert. Although I am a certified English and special education teacher, and I do offer virtual tutoring sessions. So if you or someone you know is interested in anything like that, you can always reach out. I also am a life coach and offer those services as well. You can send me an email. My email is in the description down below. And I also have a Patreon page where you can get some group coaching in. You can do some one-on-one coaching. I have different levels for that as well. So you can go to learningwithlaw.com or patreon.com/learningwithlaw, and you can kind of see what level is right for you. But if you're brand new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Maybe consider subscribing and turning on the bell, because you never know when we're going to go live. It's going to be at least once a week. Sometimes our days vary. I try to keep it pretty consistent with Mondays, but sometimes things happen, right? And we just got to roll with the punches. Dennis says, would you say the Riviera is the best resort? That is a loaded question. There's so many perks of the Riviera, but there's so many other beautiful resorts at Disney World as well. So it's definitely up there for me. It's one of my top resorts. They have great food, great pools. The staff has been amazing, and I've been getting some birthday freebies, so that's been really nice too. So I don't know. Best? This is a loaded question. But this week, I actually started reading a new book. It's called Think Again by Adam Grant. And this book has been out for a while. It came out in 2021. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to share some insights from the book. Again, I'm not an expert, but things that I felt were, important pieces of information. I'm just going to give you the Cliff Notes version of what I've read so far, kind of add my own insights into that, and things that I've also heard on podcasts as well. So you're going to get a wealth of information. And if this is a book that you're interested in reading, by all means, hop on Amazon or your local bookstore and check it out. All right, so this whole book is basically addressing the idea that we need to constantly rethink the things that we already know. All right, the world is constantly changing. We need to spend as much time rethinking as we do thinking. We're going to pause here because this is just a gorgeous view. I don't even know where to turn the camera because look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Something that I found was super interesting, and I've heard a version of this. Hey, good morning, Ghost Host. Heard about this before, but as we think and talk, we slip into mindsets of 3 different professions. I thought this was super, super interesting, and see if you can kind of think about the patterns that maybe you've fallen into when you have conversations with people. But we have the preacher, the prosecutor, and politician. Okay, so again, that's 3 different mindsets that sometimes we slip into when we're talking with others, or even in a certain frame of mind, or the way that we're thinking in the moment. So again, that's preachers, prosecutors, politicians. I'm going to get in depth as to what those mean in just a second. It is getting warmer by the second. It was in the 70s this morning. I think it's heating up rather quickly. So I just want to take off my sweatshirt. Okay. I hope you're all having a fantastic week so far. Hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend and did some reflecting on, why we were off from work on Monday, right? All right, so the preacher kind of comes out when our sacred beliefs are in jeopardy. So things that we stand firm in, when either someone challenges that or you have a disagreement, the preacher side tends to come out. Okay, wait, are we back? I turned off the Wi-Fi, so hopefully we are back. All right. Thank you, Lynette. I don't know how much you heard, but I was talking about the prosecutor side of things. We recognize flaws in other people's reasoning, right? That's when that prosecutor side comes out. We kind of poke holes in other people's way of thinking, their rationale on certain things. That's when the prosecutor comes out. There are so many bunny rabbits. Wait, let me see if I can. There's one right here. Super cute in the grass. And then we have two more right here and right back there. Tons of bunnies. And of course the birds. All right, so we have preacher, prosecutor, and then politician. The politician side comes out when we're seeking to win over an audience. All right, so those are the three kind of default mindsets that we kind of slip into when any of our beliefs are kind of challenged a little bit. All right. And Adam Grant talks about how instead of falling into those mindsets, we need to be the scientist, right? So the scientist, when you think of a scientist, I always think of like coming up with hypothesis, right? You're coming up with a question and you're trying to figure out the answer, right? So that's what scientists do. And he talks about adaptability over intellect, right? So it doesn't matter how smart you are, but if you're able to adapt and be flexible in your thinking and kind of change the way that you're thinking, change some of your views, then you're thinking more like a scientist. And I like this little analogy because it's something that I can easily come back to, in life, right? And when I catch myself kind of being the preacher or the prosecutor or the politician, just thinking back to, okay, what would a scientist do? How do scientists think? Right? So no matter how much brain power you have, if you lack the motivation to change your mind, right, you'll have many occasions, you'll miss many occasions to think again. Right? So doesn't matter your intellect, but if you're able to challenge your thinking, to question your thinking, that's what's going to help you grow. And I don't know about you, but that's one of my core values is growth. And we've talked about values on other streams too, when reading Brene Brown's books. Love her books. We talked about values. I also did a 30-minute group coaching call about values. So if that's something you're interested in, you want some more information, definitely reach out to me. You can check that out, the email address down below in the description, and we can talk more about that. But she talks about how you have two core values that basically every decision you make stems from those two core values. And I know I've talked about it before, but one of mine is growth and the other is well-being. And it makes sense because a lot of my decisions stem out of those values. And if I'm faced with a difficult decision, I always think back to my values. So like, where do I stand, right? And if I'm able to align myself with my values, I know I'm making the right decision. So I think it was on the stream, because I remember walking, I think it was the Shades of Green stream that I did a while ago. I talk a lot about values. So if that's something you want to hear more about after this stream, you're going to want to check that one out, because I'm pretty sure I only did one stream there so far. And I dive deeper into your values. But you can check that out after this one. All right, I kind of went on a tangent there. Okay. So A lot of people have two major types of bias. Oh yes, it wouldn't be a morning stream without A, power washing, and B, just the wonderful cast members just taking care of the resorts. So I apologize for any sounds in the background, but this view is just too stunning to leave right now. Okay, so we have confirmation bias and we have desirability bias. All right, so see which one you think you fall into, or maybe both. But confirmation bias is seeing what we expect to see, right? So any type of situation that you're going into, maybe you're really not excited about going to your friend's birthday party. I don't know. It just came to me because my birthday was yesterday. And because you just have a bad feeling, like something bad's gonna happen and you just don't wanna be there, right? And let's say you get there and after an hour or so, something happens. You're like, oh, see? Knew something bad was gonna happen, right? That's your confirmation bias. You are kind of looking through this lens of something bad's going to happen. And that's the only thing that you're focusing on, right? So you're not keeping an open mind about the situation, the event, but whatever happened is confirming to you, okay, I knew this was going to occur. Then you have desirability bias. So seeing what we want to see, right? Difference between seeing what we expect to see and seeing what we want to see. Maybe it's a really bad situation in general and you are just looking for, either looking for the good, which I see no wrong in that, or you're looking for a reason to do something, right? And you're like looking for a sign. You're like, I'm gonna do this if, the universe is presenting this to me, or I'm looking for this sign to lead me in the right direction, but you're forcing it to happen, right? So that's our desirability bias. You're going in with that certain lens. Now, doesn't always necessarily mean that's a bad thing, but just being aware of these types of biases will help you in identifying when they occur and maybe being able to kind of drop that lens a little bit and just accepting things the way that they are and the way that they're presented. We got a bird over there. Looks like an ibis. And I just love this tree. I just want to curl up with a good book under this tree. So beautiful. So, going back to these biases, they can contort our intelligence into a weapon against the truth. So, if we're seeing what we expect to see, if we're seeing what we want to see, right, doesn't necessarily mean that we're seeing the truth. So again, being aware of having these biases and that everybody has them will help you in the future in trying to, be more aware and kind of changing the way that you're thinking. Because if you know that this is kind of driving your thinking and changing the way that you think, maybe you're not seeing what's truly there in front of you. And I really like the things that I'm learning in this book because it is helping me to rethink, kind of like what the book is, the purpose of the book, rethink some of my personal views as well. And being understanding of that and not being upset. I think they talk about in the book the fact that sometimes you get upset when your views are challenged. Like, no, but I've believed this for so long and this has to be true. We got the purple martins up there. Whoa. So just being okay with the fact that, maybe you're wrong sometimes. Maybe your views need to be changed a little bit. doesn't mean that your core values have to change.
Yeah, and then I can tell that when it gets like that. So,
Hey,
you know
Mr.
what? I think
Dave.
the best thing to do is for me to take myself away
Good
from him.
morning.
He wasn't showing any signs of wanting to go anywhere.
Hey, Eric. I didn't see you
And he
either.
said
Good
he'd
morning.
show
Good
us
morning.
that. So I said, right, I'm just going to go and take down to the
Let's see. Do we
cabana
think these
for
hammocks are
like
dry?
and wait till I'm there.
There was one stream where I was able to lay on a hammock. Oh, it looks like somebody else already attempted. No, they are wet. Very wet. Okay. But now we're coming over to the Caribbean beach side. I don't know if you've been following my my steps, but Caribbean beach, right across from the Riviera. And you go on a nice little walking path, which I love, love, love. So going back to the scientist mode or scientist way of thinking, right? It tells us that we need to lead with questions and puzzles, like things that we want to potentially solve or question or create a hypothesis behind, right? That's thinking more like a scientist. So if you want to really understand someone's point of view, get to know someone better, leading with questions instead of your conviction is really important, right? Because we can learn something every day. You don't know all the answers. And I was talking to Pete about this the other day. I don't know how this came to, well, I think I was reading my book actually. And I just said to him, like, wow, like I remember the way that I was in high school, and I just feel like I was in this box. And he goes, what do you mean by box? What are you talking about? And I said, I just feel like in high school, I was in this box where I thought I knew everything. Like you really just, as a teenager, you think you know everything. Or like, yep, I'm done learning now. Like I know all there is to know. And now, as I get closer to 40, I'm like, there's no way I knew anything in high school, and I feel like I don't know anything now. So it's just really interesting to look back with that lens of like, there's so much more that I would love to learn, and there's things that I don't even know that I want to learn about that I can learn about, right? You don't know what you don't know. We tried to watch a movie under the stars last night, but it was storming, so we were unable to watch Monsters, Inc., and I was really looking forward to that. But it's okay, because we love a good storm too. So gorgeous out. You would not believe. I mean, if you are someone that missed Pete's stream last night, after the stream, you want to check it out because the sky was angry last night. It was crazy. You would never think that this was the same sky. It's so beautiful and blue now. It was so stormy last night. Definitely very spooky, but it was fun. Fun to watch the storm from our balcony. Some other tidbits from the book. Don't preach from intuition. Teach from evidence. Love that, right? Because sometimes we're like, no, I just have this feeling. I just have this feeling. And then you try and share it with other people. And I am definitely guilty of that, for sure, right? But if you have the evidence to support it and you're teaching instead of preaching, right? You want to make sure that you're coming from that place instead of being preachy. I love the Banana Cabana, little bar area. It's so cute, so tropical, right by the pool. I love all the colors. It's just a little lively place to hang. You can also see fireworks, Epcot fireworks from over here as well. Some other things that I jotted down from the book: evolve, don't affirm. They write, when people are resistant to change, it helps to reinforce what will stay the same, right? So if you don't want to change your views and you're very resistant against that, you're going to stay the same. Something else that I read in the book that I loved, and I shared with Peter yesterday too, was I forget exactly how they worded it. Here's the other pool area. But basically, if you look back and reflect on your past year and you don't think to yourself, wow, like there's so much I didn't learn, or I can't believe, I don't like this rhetoric, but like, I can't believe I was so stupid last year, or I can't believe I felt this way, how ridiculous, right? If you don't think back on your previous year, like, oh, I can't believe I felt this way, or I can't believe I was doing this, then it's not showing that you are growing, right? There's no evidence of growth there. So they say we must be able to look back on our past year and be like, almost cringe a little bit, like, ooh, can't believe that happened, right? Because if we're able to look with that lens, that means we know more now, we've grown. And again, part of my core values is to always be growing and evolving and changing and learning new things. I just feel like, why else are we here? What are we doing? Look at this cute little view. I know I've streamed here before, and usually my streams start out much earlier, so it's darker. We don't get to see all these beautiful views, so I'm glad that I'm able to share this with you today. How lovely. And I feel like when we stay at these resorts, sometimes we're in such a hurry to get to the parks, or you have a dining reservation, or you're running after your kids or your family, and we don't stop to like really take in the beauty of the resorts. So if you're enjoying the stream so far, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, maybe even become a Patreon. Look at this, because you want to hang out with me more. Go on my little inspirational walks. Why not? But I want to go over this bridge because if you know anything about me, you know I love a good bridge. Got a duck under there. So much wildlife. We're going to go on a little nature walk later. I'm so excited for Peter and I, because at the Riviera and Caribbean Beach, they have like a little pamphlet, and you can go on a nature walk. They also have one at, I believe Coronado has it as well, because there's so much, I want to say foliage, but there's so much nature to explore at that resort as well. They give you a little book and you kind of do a little nature scavenger hunt. So I'm going to be doing that later. I'm so excited.
Came up here and got the dog.
Oh, Peter is meeting me at the Skyliner in 10 minutes. When did you say that? 9:12? I don't know when that was, but I should head over there. Okay. We're going. Okay. This is nice. You can watch fireworks here too. So cute. Actually, does this go down? I don't know. I'm just following a path. So cute. Oh, and this shows you the resort activity. Very cool. It's nice to just hang out over here. This is a nice little shaded area right now anyway. And just watch the Skyliner. Look out on the lake. All right. Another thing. If we're certain that we know something, we have no reason to look for gaps and flaws in our knowledge, let alone fill or correct them. So people that are so strong about like, I know this, I went to school for this, I've been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years, I know all there is to know, right? Then there's no room for growth or welcoming in new knowledge or filling in the gaps or maybe even changing the way that we're seeing something, right? So just being open to the idea that you might not know everything about that one particular subject or field or whatever leaves room for you to grow and expand. So I feel like a lot of what we're talking about today has to do with just being open to inviting new ideas in. I love this. I just wrote this down because I like the way it sounds, and it's an easy way to remember. Arrogance is ignorance plus conviction. Love that. So true. Arrogance is ignorance plus conviction. And something else I found interesting, and maybe I'm falling into the trap of literally doing this next statement. But when ideas survive, right? When ideas like continue, it's not because they're true, right? If you're continuing an idea, it doesn't mean it's factual. It just means that it's interesting. And is that what I'm doing right now? Right? When you think about it, I'm presenting ideas. Doesn't mean that they're true. Just means they're interesting. I wrote them down. So at the end of the day, it's important that we question everything, right? Just dive deeper. Be open to new ideas. Don't feel threatened when our ideas are challenged, right? Like, it's okay. When a core belief is questioned, we tend to shut down instead of open up, right? You kind of just like double down on your feelings on something. Then they talk about this totalitarian ego. And I know we've talked about ego on the stream before, but this kind of like dictatorship that goes on is that it keeps out threatening thoughts and information, right? And it comes in handy when someone attacks our character or intelligence. I know that we can all relate to this, or we've seen someone feel attacked, right? And that turns into like anger and fear when their character or intelligence is challenged. But just being aware that's your ego getting bruised, right? We talk about that. And know that that's not you. That's not part of your identity. You are not your ego. And your ego will do anything to survive. So by you feeding into it with your emotions and then sometimes your actions, right? It's keeping that dictator, that totalitarian ego alive. And people feel threatened that parts of their identities are going to be shattered, right? And these identities are important to us and difficult to change, right? Because you think you identify with that ego. And just being aware and knowing that's not really who you are. That doesn't define you. This I thought was super fascinating. So when our core beliefs are challenged, it can trigger the amygdala, right? The amygdala in your brain. That's the primitive or like lizard brain. And it kind of goes right past rationality and activates the fight or flight responses. So when we feel that our core values are challenged or triggered, the amygdala, right, gets activated. No rationality is happening there, which is why when you see some people in a state of rage, like, you cannot reason with them, right? They're in that fight or flight mode. And I love how they wrote this in the book. It feels as though You've got punched in the mind, right? Feels like you got punched in the mind. I can't read the chat, but I know people are talking to me. Hold on. It says, let me go in the shade here. Ooh, squirrels. Lynette says, no matter what age you are, you can always learn something new. Love that. And Stephen Noon is here. Good morning. All right, so here's what you can do. You can detach your present from your past, right? You are not what happened to you in the past. I mean, that shapes you into the person you are today, but you don't need to carry that with you. And detaching your opinions from your identity are great forms of detachment. I don't know where I'm meeting Peter. This is going to Epcot on this side. We're gonna go on another frightening, it's frightening to me, Skyliner adventure. We're taking the stream to the skies this morning. Oh, okay, you didn't even leave the room yet. Okay. Should have known. U-turn. All right, so you are not your opinions. I'm gonna say it again. You are not your opinions. That is not who you are. Again, going back to what your values are, right? That's gonna help you figure out, okay, what type of person am I? Who am I? And it'll give you the roadmap to navigate difficult decisions. And again, I talk more about values during my Shades of Green stream from a couple months ago. So after this stream, if you want to know more about values, definitely check that one out. I love that topic. And I give you some tools to figure out your values. So you can check that one out. And if it's something that like you're hitting a roadblock, you're stuck, you're not sure how to figure that out, reach out to me and we can work together to get a deeper understanding. Because at the end of the day, I really feel like, ooh, bubbles. I really feel like once you have a grasp on what your values are, it's going to make your life a lot easier. Okay? And Brene Brown talks about how you can't have a list of 10 values. There's a core 2 values that really define who you are as a person. Because if you have more than 2, then you don't have any. Yeah, okay, so I did write down the quote. If you don't look back at yourself and think, wow, how stupid I was a year ago, then you must have learned a lot in the last year. I don't like using the word stupid. I don't think that's nice. But I can't believe I felt this way last year or whatever. But I don't like using the word stupid. All right, sounds great, Peter. I'm right by the mosaics that are absolutely gorgeous. And again, who you are should be a question of what you value, not what you believe. Right? So your values are your core principles in life. And boosting your identity on these values enables you to remain open-minded about the best ways to advance them. We got the tangled mosaic. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And I love, this is like one of my favorite little spots to take pictures. Right by these little flowers here. Little flower garden. Love that. Admitting when you make a mistake, right, is only gonna open up your world to finding out new information. And I love this too. I don't know if this is the irony because I don't remember when that incident happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock. I don't remember what year. But in the book, Will Smith, we quoted some Will Smith in there, taking responsibility is taking your power back. Again, have no idea when that incident happened, but that's why I looked up actually when the book was published, and I believe it was 2021, so you could do some research if you want, but I just thought that was interesting. So that, again, all that information was coming from the book called Think Again by Adam Grant. And we're going to talk more about that book over the next couple of streams, because I am not even halfway done with it yet. So I'm going to be bringing more and more information each stream. Hey, Rosita. Hi ho, you're going to work. Thanks for popping in. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. We don't typically, on Learning with Law, go to a park, but we are going to take the Skyliner over to a park this morning just to pop in and say hello, give you some Skyliner views while I close my eyes. You'll look out the out the Skyliner window. I'm not a huge fan of heights, so it's always a challenge for me, but we're gonna do it together. We're gonna conquer our fears this beautiful Wednesday morning and head over to Epcot. So I appreciate you all being here. Hey, Crystal, good morning. Yay, Rosita, thank you. Yeah, Crystal, I'm the same way. I like heights. Well, not that I like heights, but it's a little high for me. It's a little high for me. And here is the beautiful, quiet pool that I'm going to be lounging in a little bit later. So nice because they have a little jacuzzi tub over there. And it's just a quieter area. Connor, aka your pal Figment, can we do Hollywood to do the Little Mermaid and villains? You know what, Connor? It's really awesome because Adventures by Carney, my boyfriend, he's going to join us in a couple minutes. He live streamed yesterday the first show of the day for the Little Mermaid, so you can check that out after my stream, of course. And then we headed over to the villains show as well, so you can check out his channel after. Lynette says, Skyliner only bothers me when it's windy. Yes, there he is. And Crystal, rocking back and forth. Yeah, I don't like that either. Thank you, Lee. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Appreciate you. So we are going to hop on. Oh, thanks for bringing the water. I was thinking that. Peter. All right. He's late, and then he always wants me to go faster. Ay. Look at this beautiful sky and the greenery. I just can't. It's so stunning here at this resort. Yeah, Captain Kirk, you're 100% correct. It is probably one of the safest gondolas in the world. We know Disney has a lot of safety precautions when it comes to all of their rides and really anything in the resorts. But yeah,
This is ideal conditions.
Ideal. I get it. I just don't like being that high up. I don't think I'm gonna fall. I just don't enjoy that. But we're doing it because we have places to go. We're just gonna do it. He's a good dude. We know, he's a good dude. They were on one of the tables. Did you not bring them? No, I think it's on the couch. I definitely saw them there. Yeah, why didn't you bring them?
I literally looked everywhere.
Oh, okay. You should have just put it in the chat and I would have said, I think I last saw them.
But look, I don't see. I don't even
Oh.
see them either. I'm telling you, I searched.
I remember seeing them. I don't know.
I checked the dirty clothes. I checked bags.
All right. Well, I'm so sorry.
Just bunch of the front covers on, and it's already my.
Oh. Well, at least you have the hat. Yeah. All right. It's okay. We're having a positive Wednesday morning.
We're gonna be indoors.
Yeah.
Or in shady areas.
Shady areas. All right. Here we go.
I always went back with my car, but you have your car.
Oh, yeah. I should have an emergency pair for you in my car. Here we go, guys. Good morning, Peaches. What'd you say?
There was some pretzels on the ground. I'm like, you want
Oh.
some pretzels?
Oh, gosh. Hit that like button for me getting on a Skyliner, even though I'm scared of it. Thank you so much. I did, Peaches. It was a great birthday. Connor, also just so you know, Connor is like my favorite male name. I love the name Connor. Loved The Little Mermaid yesterday. The vocals were ridiculously amazing and the show was really well done. So we enjoyed it. Yeah, that's what it was. He was too busy bringing those monster calves that... I know. You and your monster calves.
My sunglasses get my eyes literally feel like I'm wearing a pair of glasses that are dirty. From my home from pool yesterday,
Yeah.
or the lotion on my cornea.
Yeah. You got to clean those contacts.
It's just fuzzy in certain spots on my eye.
Yeah. Yeah. Crystal, I think they, it is an abbreviated version, but I do like, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I can't complain about that show. You can't have it all, you know?
What are we talking about?
The Little Mermaid. Rosita, by the way, happy belated birthday. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mermaid show, I thought was great.
I love the Mermaid show. I love that Rosita, not getting older, just better. Thank you. The Villain show, Peter, what are your opinions on the Villain show?
I think it's one, it's better than none.
Oh boy, that's how we're starting that?
No, I'm saying like, 'cause I know that's gonna, in my opinion, the Villain show like online is getting like one way or the other. Someone's like best show ever, or not so nice things. And I'm just saying, one, it's better than what was there in my opinion. Like the Queen Racing Academy was cute, but once you did it, you kind of did it, and you were good, and there was no like repeatability. Also, there was no live character, so it was all screen based. It was like you're going into watch a TV show that was 15 minutes long on repeat over and over again. Mm-hmm. So I like that there's live actors. I know it's short, it's only 15 minutes, but they want to get people in and out, and they're doing shows every half an hour during the middle of the day. So they need it to be short. I like that we have live actors. I think the combination of screen and character is great.
At Disney's Riviera Resort.
I think it's fine for what it is. You want it to be a people eater. I like that there's different endings. I like that you have different live actors, so you'll get different energy and different vibes every time you see it. That's something we can go do on a live stream at least twice without being bored and having fun with it, like as someone who's local. Like Queen, I think we did once, maybe twice, for its entire run of it operating. Living here in Florida, because there's no, they'll draw me back except for air conditioning or taking someone who from out of town.
Air conditioning.
That was it. So I think the Villain show was fine for what it is, and it's again better than nothing. It gets you some air conditioning. There's comfortable seats. They changed the seating, so no more bench seating. You have backs, brand new chairs in both theaters. I think it's great. I think it's fun. It's high energy, and again, they're getting people in and out every 30 minutes for a new show. Okay, what I love about it though is that I'm going to turn it out here so people can look.
I think that there is room to change up the show, which I enjoy, and it's looking for like audience participation, which I also love, that engagement, right? Which I think is fun. I didn't realize it was only 15 minutes. I thought it was great. I post some of the videos on my story, and one of my friends from the gym, who I guess has been on a Disney cruise, said, "Oh, that's similar to the show on the cruise," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." So
yeah, it to me like feels like it would be like if the villains had like a lounge show in Vegas.
yeah,
Like it's short little vignettes. It could be in like a little cabaret stage, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Lynette said in the chat, Pete's got spoiled from Epic.
Yep.
But that's different too. Like these shows at Epic, especially the How to Train Your Dragon show, is unbelievable quality and special effects and live singing and dancing, large ensemble. I mean, you're talking instead of 3 actors, you're talking 30. You're talking instead of a tech team in the back of 2 or 3, you got probably 15 plus backstage and tech people on How to Train Your Dragon, plus special effects above your head, smoke, fire, live drumming, live singing, live dancing and choreography. So, I mean, that is apples to oranges. I mean, the closest thing to How to Train Your Dragon at Epic would be Finding Nemo at Animal Kingdom or like Festival of the Lion King.
Yeah.
Besides that, yeah. But I mean, that's good. Epic is applying pressure to Disney, and now look, we got 2 new shows.
Right.
I think Mermaid's fun too, use of technology and live actors. But if you want like a stage production, The Untrainable Dragon at Epic is probably the best or top 3 theme park shows operating in Orlando right now, in my opinion.
Pack your passports. We are on our way to Epcot International Gateway. When we arrive, remember to use your My Disney Experience mobile app.
I think too, though, it's just showing what's to come, because with all those projections, like, yes, there was a lot of projections, but we still had live actors. I just think there's room to change and adapt that show for future things. So I like that. For
special occasions, they could probably add more characters and make it a longer show. They could swap villains out.
Yeah.
Again, I think that's a placeholder that's going to go over in Villains Land when they open Magic Kingdom.
Right.
And then they're going to put Muppets in that theater where Villains is now, since that's going to be the Electric Mayhem roller coaster for Muppets.
And it's drawing more people in, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Everybody loves the villain.
It is people eaters. You want shorter waits for Rise, for Tower of Terror, for Slinky Dog Dash. You need to put people places. So if you have 2 theaters that can fit 600 people, and they're both full and running shows, plus the people waiting in line, that's 2,000 to 3,000 people less an hour that's not standing in other lines.
Yeah. And going back to what I've talked about earlier is like, it's okay to like change your way of thinking, right? Like, we were not like a big screen, person in the past wanting that on shows, but now I think like we have to be open-minded, because I feel like that's where the future is going.
I was going to say, I
more
just was listening to
screens.
a show or a podcast. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you're dead on, because someone was saying that I'm not saying the next generation behind us doesn't like live action and people in physical form and on live sets, but they've grown up with screens in their hand, like where we didn't. They've grown up in front of, whether it's a screen in their hand, a screen on the wall, TV, movies, and watching things on tablets and phones. So screens aren't as big of a deal to them as opposed to us, where we're like, oh, we're used to physical sets and we're used to all live actors. A lot of this next generation was brought up on screen, so it's not a big deal. Like, they're like, oh, it's a screen, but screens can be cool, screens can be fun, and it's technology. So I'll take an integration. I realize the times they are changing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could see the great use of screens and physical sets in the new Untrainable Dragon show. I hate to keep bringing it up. Dragon flies above your head with an actor on it. It lands on the stage, he gets off, he's singing, he's dancing, there's choreography, there's smoke, there's fire. And it's a 180-degree show because there's screens on the walls. So like, if they do a pirate scene or whatever, not pirate, but like for How to Train Your Dragon, they're in the mountains, things catch fire. It's very neat.
Yeah.
But I think Disney is taking a step in the right direction here, which is all we can ask for.
Right. I was just connecting it back to what I was talking about earlier.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about like the next generation.
Nope, just
all right,
talking
well,
about.
I'm gonna be quiet now. It's Lauren's stream, not mine. Goodbye.
I know. I'm like, anyway.
All right, I'll just be over here. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, and I appreciate all of your insights as well, because you know more about it than I do. I think it's just like people stand strong in their convictions, just like they did with Splash Mountain. But we need to like open our minds to like there are new things that are to come, and like that's okay. Like we can't attach our identities to like this idea of nostalgia, right? Because I talked about earlier, like you need to detach from your past from your present, right? Because you can't live in the past. We need to be open-minded about what's to come, and things grow and evolve and change, and we just need to be accepting of that, like even if it's something that maybe in our minds make us upset, it doesn't mean that we need to go to the preacher mindset, right? Or the prosecutor mindset of like, no, your beliefs there's something wrong, there's something flawed. Or even that politician of trying to impress other people. Like, yes, Captain Kirk, change is okay, right? And we need to be open-minded about that. Just kind of connecting back to what we talked about earlier, right? Like, our beliefs do not define who we are. It's our values that define who we are. Change is constant. Love that.
Even Walt Disney said the parks will always be changing and constant.
Yes.
I mean, he knew it too. He was a visionary. He said, hey, like,
Yes.
this isn't going to be the park forever. It's going to be in a constant state of change.
Right. Love that. We're getting our reflections on here, so I'm trying to like...
helping make your visit to Epcot a truly international exchange.
All right.
Crystal says like the movie Meet the Robinsons. Keep moving forward. We love that. Did you see that? Meet the Robinsons? I didn't see that movie.
You're asking me.
I know, I was about to say. We're coming into France. France.
France!
This is new for Learning with Law. We're going to a park today, guys. Field trip.
We are now arriving at Epcot. To all who come to
I got Lauren to go to a park and I bribed her with food.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Just lure me with food.
And bread.
And bread. Captain Kirk, Walt Disney was the definition of change. I love that. Shamrock Turtle, Dr. Carney of Disney. Love it. Crystal, I'll add it to my list. We're coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
I need a sip of that too.
Where do you want me to bring it?
No, I love that. Thank you. All right, here we are, people. Did you make us park reservations? Here we are. Yeah, Rosita, we to you, but I get a little scared. Rosita's a fan of the Skyliner. I don't know. Can't say the same for myself, but it is a good mode of transportation, right? It gets us there a little bit faster than the bus would. But the bus is on the ground, so I do appreciate that.
Well, you were pretty upset when we had to take the buses to the Skyliner, but really that was a blessing in disguise for you yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, I was okay with that.
Like, come on.
Well, because it was right there. I'm like, I don't want to have to walk.
But it worked out.
It worked out. It worked out. Here we go. Once we get to security, guys, I am going to have to show you the beautiful Disney pavement since we cannot film security, so just bear with me. You can take a look at my sneakers if you want. I know Lee really appreciates that. But give me a moment, please.
Hollywood Studios is sold out for today.
Whoa.
Or at least it's not letting people make reservations right now.
Well, probably because of the new shows. They watched your stream and they were like, we gotta go.
That's it.
All right. Thanks for bearing with me.
All right, we got our reservations.
Beautiful. We're gonna go in the pass holder entrance. All right. Okay. Oh boy. Thank you. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Thanks. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that. Clearly, I'm not used to holding a gimbal and scanning in. We're at Epcot.
I want to go get this whole crowd.
Yeah, what are they doing here?
He's giving a little pep talk for the day. I want to start like.
Ooh.
I want to jump in the middle and start.
Of course you do. Get in there.
Pepped up for the day.
Get in there.
I think Disney, you said well. Disney.
Oh my God.
Bring it in. Let's go.
Connor. Did Pete like the circus show in Epic for Harry Potter?
Oh yeah, it was good.
It was good, he says. He's doing something, but yes. He has mixed emotions. Oh.
Well, you can just do hers, right? Party too. It works.
See, it didn't work for my room. I don't know why, but it.
You can't do anything until it stops.
Oh.
I'll stand over here.
How many here?
No, stay with me.
You're all set.
Okay, thank you. Who's waiting? Sending that positive energy out. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. Oh, little daisy sighting. If you haven't already, please be sure to hit that like button, consider subscribing, because we go live every Monday morning. I know it's Wednesday. It was a little bit of a different week this week, but you can hang out with me in the morning, kickstart your week on a positive note, learn something new, and usually it's a lot earlier and we watch the sunrise together. So if it is too early for you, that's okay. You can always watch on a replay. What?
It's not. My buddy just texted me. He's like, just a reminder to get your park reservations for because they announced the date for the new nighttime parade, July 20th. But I didn't forgot the new park reservation last night. He's like, it's sold out, but you can always park up. It's a nighttime parade anyway. Like, yeah, it's like that. So I go into the calendar and pick a park reservation. There's no park reservations available past. Oh, does your pass expire?
Yes.
That's why.
I have to.
How come I can't go past a certain date?
Yeah, I have to. I have to renew. Yeah.
I go back and just do it.
Mine comes up in June.
Which
is very soon. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. It's my fault. Sorry about that. I see a lot of chat happening, but I will catch up once we get in the shade, yes, and probably seated. So just bear with me. We're coming into France.
France!
That's all I think about, honestly.
Yeah, they're coming for me.
I want a little breakfast. A little breakfast. Oh, it's still Flower and Garden, so we have the topiaries.
Until Monday.
Until Monday. We love a good topiary.
Stop.
That's a great picture spot. Look at you. Look who we have here. Little Sleeping Beauty. Just hanging out this morning. Morning. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I would love that. Oh. It's okay, I'll have raw eggs. That's okay.
I do. No dragon burn marks at all. Scratches. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough to buy some time too. It's been a long time. I love that because I'm here.
Yeah.
In and out, me and Philip. We did meet in the forest.
Yeah, it was a very thick forest. We found each other though.
Love finds a way.
Yes, I agree.
This is delightful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. That was nice. Very kind.
I mean, I love meeting characters. Like when I see like little kids like wanting to meet, I'm like, you can talk.
It's my birthday. Watch. It's my birthday. I've been getting a lot of birthday magic, honestly. Yeah. So that's been really nice.
Anyone watching your stream, we're also going to be filming a little something.
Oh, yeah.
Videos will come out soon.
Oh, yeah. Be ready. Make sure you're subscribed. Adventures by Carney. Look at these cute little dresses. Oh, my God. I want it in my size. Those dresses. Oh, it's so good. I cannot wait. I'm losing my mind right now. This is very exciting. I wish you had smell-o-vision. You guys. Oh my God, what? They like take you on a tour through this what do you call this? The cube, but they call these things something. They just want you to see everything. I might get another espresso. I know. I just feel like I want one with whatever I'm about to eat. Wow.
Let me take care of this.
Pierre, I don't even know what I want.
She wants all the bread, so this is going to be very hard to decide.
If you want something good,
Yes, I would like something. What is that? Oh boy. It looks really
All right, I'll
big
do that
though.
one on your recommendation.
But what about like a quiche? Thank you so much.
There's quiche right here. You want a quiche?
Yeah, maybe a quiche.
There's also a sandwich on the croissant over here as well.
Oh my god, I know, but I just had a croissant.
I'm just saying.
That's good.
Also, how do you pronounce this the right way? Say it again. Hold on. Coq monsieur? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do shit. I don't know, whatever she wants.
I'm so bad. What's the difference between that quiche and that quiche?
This one is ham and cheese. This one's spinach and goat cheese.
Oh, yeah, then I'm doing that one. Yeah, I'll do a quiche Florentine, yeah.
Quiche Lorraine?
No.
Quiche Florentine? Oh.
Florentine, that's Lorraine.
Oh, yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's me. And then
I think that's it.
I'm gonna get it.
I think it's parcels we do down there.
Oh, okay.
To stir crazy men. You guys
Maybe. I don't know. What's happening?
wicked man.
I don't know. Wait, can I like go over here? I'm so sorry. This is like, I don't know what's happening, you guys. What should I get? That looks really good. Should I get? Pierre, what do you recommend? Yeah, I like dark chocolate. Oh. And what is this though? The macaroni? Which one do you like better out of those two? You're like, not that one. Okay, so I'll go with that one. Yeah. The chocolate one, yeah. I mean, come on, guys. Single would be great. Wow, thank you guys for joining me on this experience. But I don't like any of that. I know, but I don't like the taste of it.
The latte is what we get.
But I don't like it. I try yours in like one sip of it.
Every time you try them, you go, oh, that's delicious. That's why I was asking.
I just don't. I'm okay.
Of course.
Thank you,
Of course,
though.
just asking.
Yeah. Guys, this is magic. I've been in here. I've never ordered anything before. Did you get a Cronenbourg?
Yep, cronies with my homies.
Thank you. It's okay.
Espresso and the food. You got desserts.
Yeah.
Take a brew.
Hey, Arm Bandito. Thanks for being here. Hey, Kelsey. Good morning. Inside. It's a little hot. Yeah.
I'll bring the food over.
Okay. I'm going to try and find a table. It is a little warm outside, although I do like to be outside. It's just like very, very hot. I don't know. We might have to be at this little standing thing. But we're right by this. Hold on. Yeah, we'll stand back here. Captain Kirk, good to know. This is my kind of motivation. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I am really happy it's not as crowded, because you know me. Hey, Glenn Ritchie, welcome. Is it okay that we're in here?
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
you want. That's great. Wanna show off all
Wow,
the food?
wow,
Food
wow,
bags?
wow. So this is the quiche Florentine?
Florentine, yeah.
Florentine.
There's the quiche Lorraine, but that's the Florentine.
Yes. You got, look at yours.
I
Wow.
knew this is what Pierre recommended. I didn't even pick. I just said, what's good? He pointed to this and really was pushing it. So,
Okay. And this is a chocolate thing.
a chocolate thing. Very French name.
Thank
Yep. I'm going to go get some napkins.
you, babe. Well, there's like, yeah, you could just put it over the top of this thing.
It's a white thing. So
Oh, true. All right. Yeah, it is empty compared to, like, I've been here midday and you just can't get inside, which is probably why I don't think I've ever eaten here.
All right. Our last day of vacation. 9 a.m. beers.
I need to get like no knives.
Knives out?
Knives out. It's okay. I can make do. I'm really thirsty. I need. Yes, absolutely full food review coming at ya. Oh, thank you, Peter. Should we take stuff off the tray and just
If that would make you happy, I could do that.
just because it's taking up a lot of space?
Sure.
Thank you. That looks. I'm so excited for that. This is pretty big too. Wait, Peter, I have something for you.
So I was looking for you if you want some to get. It's warm and delicious.
Of course.
Thank you, kindly.
You're welcome.
Hydrate, dehydrate.
All right, let's see this quiche.
Why don't you move down here so that way you can see the food?
Oh my god. It's really good. It's like light. Oh, fluffy.
Like me.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
So good. That bread. By the way, if you haven't done so yet or you just popped into the stream, hitting the like button really does help, but we're trying to grow Lauren's channel. So if you can subscribe, that would be really amazing. And since she does live streams, mostly Monday mornings, but depending on the week or what's going on in life, it can be switched up. So turn on all notifications, turn on the bell, and support Lauren's stream. She's amazing. And check out her amazing Patreon, patreon.com/learningwithlaw.
Or learningwithlaw.com.
You own learningwithlaw.com?
I do.
Oh, snap. I didn't even know about that. What other secrets do you have?
I'm gonna try a bite of it.
I'm a little nervous.
Why? It's like a little. Oh, wait, you don't have to.
After that brunch, I get a little nervous.
I just love like it's so light with the eggs and the goat cheese together.
I love that taste, but I'm just, so for those who don't know, I already have an aversion to anything dairy. I still eat cheese anyway, that's why Laura just handed me 2 pills. It's supposed to help, but also my body does not respond well to eggs, but I love eggs. So eggs and goat cheese could be a disaster to start the day. Plus I'm already having cheese on this. So I'm not gonna chance it, but it looks really delicious. And if you say it's good, you're very honest, I'll take your word for it.
It's so big, like I don't know how many people.
By the way, this is a gem that there was no line. I've walked in here at 9 a.m. and there's been a line all through the switchbacks, through this exit area and outside.
Honestly, it's so funny. Pierre was very honest because I was like, He's like, do you like chocolate? I'm like, I like dark chocolate. He's like, okay. And he's like, this. It's dark chocolate and white chocolate. And I was like, okay. And like, that's all he gave me. And I was like, all right, well, what is this? And it was like the macaroon with like the raspberries and strawberries. And I was like, okay, which one's better out of these two? And he just points to the chocolate. I was like, all right, I'll take it.
That's why I took his recommendation on this. This is delicious. So they do bake their bread in house. This is fresh baked bread. This sandwich is delectable. Look at that. Oh yeah.
Oh, the bread is ridiculous. Wow.
The baguette is delicious.
I didn't want the meat. Like, I was like, oh, that looks good, but
I know. I'm the only ham in your life.
that's for sure. This espresso smells delicious. Oh,
You are going to be wired.
woo. But you know what? I usually have my pre-workout, then work out, and then have an espresso. I didn't have the pre-workout. So, like,
All right. If anyone sees a woman swimming laps in the pool at the Riviera today, or just running in circles doing burpees next to the pool,
no, 100%. Yeah. I can't eat this all and have this.
I know, so I thought you got dessert. I thought you were like, I'll think about it or we'll come back, and you just went for it.
Because I never come here.
All right, go nuts.
Can I put this in a box, you think?
Probably put that in a box too. I mean, I just want to film a quick video in the UK and we can go back to the room and put it on the air conditioner. On the air conditioner, in the fridge.
But I just want to try the whole stream.
I'm saying, you want to go see if there's boxes? I'll go ask.
That'd be great.
It's your stream. Be right back.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Nat. Yeah, 'cause I'm excited to like dive into that. I know, that's why I'm like, it's warm in here, even though we're inside. Everything is so good. Oh, peaches. Champagne and a croissant. Well, I have stopped drinking forever, so no champagne for me. Yeah, the eggs, it's actually goat cheese and spinach. And I am a big fan of goat cheese recently. I don't know, I just love me some goat cheese. Yeah. Oh, Peter's got the boxes.
These beautiful, cute little boxes.
So cute.
I got to get one to do dessert and one,
Yeah.
the sandwich and the other. I might grab some of this up too.
All right, I'm gonna try this thing right now.
Did you get the official name or?
Nope, this thing. He didn't really say, but we can. Oh,
I'll do it. Okay.
Thanks, Peter. Just gonna wipe the eggs off of my fork. But I mean, come on. So he said it was dark chocolate and white chocolate, but he didn't really elaborate on it, so we'll see. It looks beautiful. I have to say, I really do appreciate you guys being here and spending the day after my birthday with me. I truly appreciate you. Thanks for being open-minded about things that I talk about on the stream, and I'm really excited for next Monday. I'm actually going to be at Wilderness Lodge for that stream, so you're going to want to check that out. Hey, Michelle. Good morning.
It's called the Duo.
The Duo?
Yeah.
Okay, I angled
White
it down.
and dark chocolate.
I angled it down so we can get a good... Or maybe should I put it up here? Yeah, that's good. All right, here we go. Oh boy. This is very rich.
At least something in your life is.
Wow. Wow. I wasn't expecting, once I cut into it, I'm like, I don't know if this is for me. That's really good. Holy moly. So that's the inside. It's like almost like a mousse, but like cake. I don't know. I'm confused.
Is it cake?
Is it cake? It's so delicious, whatever it is. I don't know if you could see it. I think the bottom is cake, and then there's like a mousse. Yep. Wow. You want to try it? No, not at all. Wow, I'm impressed.
I'm powering through the sandwich because I don't want to wrap it up. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, but it's okay. I can put it in there.
That's all right. Can you enjoy your dessert? It's your birthday. You also work out a lot more than I do.
You guys, I'm not a big chocolate person. I like dark chocolate, but I'm not like a big dessert person. This is really good. Really good. Wow.
I want you to stand at the end so I can get more of you in the frame. There you go. Now it's not a close-up of your mouth. One bite. Everybody knows the rules.
Okay. Okay. I'll put the fork.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Good. That works. You want to do it outside or inside?
I guess outside.
I mean, if you can right here, you can do it right here. You want me to record you?
No.
Okay. See you.
No, I don't want to be on there. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate all of you being here. What'd you say? Oh, okay. Peter? Peter says goodbye. Peter! He dropped his phone. It's fine. You're fine. All right. I appreciate all of you for going on this journey with me this morning. I appreciate you. If you're just tuning in, we did talk earlier about the book that I'm reading. And it's called Think Again by Adam Grant. Really, really great cliff notes. We had an awesome time. We walked around the Riviera. We walked around the whole resort. It was really, really lovely to start our Wednesday for some mid-week motivation. Appreciate all of you for being here. And I am going to be going live next Monday at Wilderness Lodge. So if you want to hang out with me there and hear some more about this book, definitely tune in. You want to make sure you hit that like button because that shares the stream with a whole bunch of people and we want to spread that positivity, right? Oh, do I have any chocolate on me? Thank you so much for having breakfast with me this morning and just hanging out. Make sure that you're subscribed, turn on the bell for all notifications so you'll be notified every time we go live and maybe even become a Patreon as well. You can go to learningwithlaw.com or patreon.com/learningwithlaw. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Lady Kirk, Michelle, Lynette, Lee. Have a wonderful day. I will see you all next week. Have a good one. remember, you're all supposed to be here. You belong. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.